Hello everybody, this is Tolkien for the second Meta Monday. In the past week, 3 JCG Opens were played in rotation and 1 in Unlimited. There was also the Rage Pro League Week 3, and I will therefore be talking about the deck choices from pro players in the first week of the mini expansion. Let's start with a quick word about Unlimited. As there was only one Unlimited JCG Open in the past week, we cannot really draw conclusions from the top 16s or the winners metagame, as those tournaments are direct elimination and therefore a little bit high variance. But we can see the evolution of the open field, of the participants in the tournament. As you can see, Runecraft is slightly less popular than last week, but is still the most popular deck by a landmine. It looks like the players that Runecraft lost went to play Dragoncraft, which has been boosted thanks to the appearance of Philen, but as you can see, Unlimited is pretty stable. Runecraft and Shadowcraft are definitely the two most popular classes. Swordcraft and Forestcraft round out the top 4 by always hovering close to 30%, and then the 4 remaining classes are sort of struggling and not finding their footings in the Unlimited format. But with the Rotation Grand Prix taking place this week, I think you all want to hear about the rotation change. The mini expansion, as much of a meme as it was, really had a huge impact on the rotation metagame. As you can see here, the meta has been flipped on its head. Dragoncraft went from the 6th most played class to the 1st. Forestcraft, which was 4th, is now 2nd, and Portalcraft, which was 2nd before, fell down all the way to the 6th place. Swordcraft has also been affected by the new cards. Since Sword usually struggles against Dragon decks in almost all of their versions, it makes sense that people decided to not bring their Swordcraft deck to the table this week. But as this graph only shows the evolution of the participants in the JCG Opens, how did the new metagame fare? What was the top 16 conversion of those decks? As you can see, the game looks actually pretty balanced. The conversion rate for almost all decks is about what is expected. The most overperforming deck this week was Havencraft, and Swordcraft is still a strong choice. On the other hand, players decided to not play Portalcraft as much this week, and it seems they were right, as its top 16 conversion is the worst out of all the classes and is likely a deck you shouldn't be taking to a tournament in the next few weeks. I think I should have done my deck tech on something else yesterday. Finally, let's close it out with the few stats we got from the Rage Shadowverse Pro League. To explain the format a little bit, you have 4 teams in the league, and during their matches, they all play 2 rotation best of 3, but amongst a single team, they cannot use the same class twice. This means, as you have 4 teams, you will have 16 decks in total, and a maximum of 4 decks of a single class. As you can see, all the teams decided to bring Swordcraft and Dragoncraft, and almost all of them decided to also bring Forestcraft and Bloodcraft. The most interesting choice from the pro players is that not a single team decided to go for Runecraft, even though, as we have seen in the previous stats, it is the 3rd most popular class in the JCG Opens. So this will be it for the second episode of Meta Monday. My only advice would be play Dragoncraft, and then don't sleep on Swordcraft too much. Even though it has faded in popularity, it's still a very strong deck. I hope you enjoyed this second episode, and I will continue making this series of weekly videos. I will aim to make them pretty short so you can get up to date on Shadowverse's meta in a few minutes every single week. Have a nice day, and see you tomorrow for another Tournaments Game analysis.